Envision a frozen valley cradled by the snow-draped peaks of the Bear River, where the breath of winter carries the whispers of a proud people. It's January 29th, 1863, and the Northwestern Shoshone, keepers of the Cache Valley, face a dawn that will paint the snow crimson with their blood. This is the Bear River Massacre, 162 years ago. A heart-wrenching clash where hope and harmony shattered under the weight of steel and sorrow, forever scarring the soul of a nation. The Shoshone, 300 strong, call this valley home, their lodges woven from willow and hope along the river's bend. Led by Chief Bear Hunter, 40, and Sagwitch, 45, they hunt elk, gather camas roots, and trade with Mormon settlers in Utah's Cache Valley. Per Sagwitch's oral accounts, preserved by the Shoshone Nation. The west of 1863 pulses with gold fever, drawing 10,000 settlers through Shoshone lands, their wagon trains carving ruts and fear. Tensions flare, cattle rustling, blamed on Shoshone youths, sparks settler anger. Per Deseret News, January 15th. The truth blurs. Hunger drives some theft, but settlers cry savage, ignoring their own trespasses. Colonel Patrick Connor, 35, commands the 3rd California Volunteers, 500 soldiers stationed at Fort Douglas, 100 miles south. A fiery Irishman, Connor seeks glory, viewing natives as obstacles, per his January 22nd dispatch. After miners report skirmishes, 4 dead in 1862, Connor vows to chastise the Shoshone, per Army records. He marches 200 troops, 60 cavalry, and 15 supply wagons through snowdrifts, leaving Camp Douglas on January 26th, their muskets gleaming with intent to crush a people already strained by winter's grip. At dawn on January 29th, Connor's men crest a ridge above the Shoshone camp, 300 lodges nestled in a ravine. Bear Hunter, alerted by scouts, rallies 100 warriors, their bows and spears no match for rifled muskets, per survivor Moroni Timbimbu's 1910 account. Women, children, and elders huddle, praying to the spirits. Connor orders a frontal assault, but the ravine's steep banks stall his infantry, costing 20 soldiers in the first hour, per Army logs. The Shoshone fight fiercely, Bear Hunter's arrows finding marks, but Connor's cavalry flanks, cutting escape. The massacre unfolds in 4 brutal hours. Soldiers, enraged by losses, fire indiscriminately, per Private William Beach's 1963 letter. Bullets tear through lodges. Bayonets pierce the fallen. Bear Hunter falls, tortured before death. His body left in the snow, per Shoshone oral histories. Sagwitch, shot twice, survives by feigning death under a horse, per his 1972 descendants' testimony. Women and children flee toward the icy Bear River. Dozens drown or are shot, per Deseret News, February 5th. 250 Shoshone die men, women, infants against 67 soldiers, per Connor's report. A 1-year-old, found alive, is adopted by settlers, per Mormon diaries. The aftermath is a wound unhealed. Survivors, 40 at most, scatter to the mountains, Sagwitch leading them to refuge, per tribal records. Connor burns the camp, seizing 500 horses and 1,000 bushels of grain, per his January 30th dispatch. The Salt Lake Tribune, February 10th, hails his victory, but Shoshone oral tales mourn a slaughter. No federal inquiry follows. Connor's promoted, per Army records. In 1972, Sagwitch's descendants, like May Perry, document 300 deaths, revising Connor's count. Archaeological digs in 2008 at Preston, Idaho, uncover musket balls and Shoshone beads, mapping the carnage, per the Idaho State Historical Society. The massacre reshapes the Shoshone. Sagwitch signs the 1863 Box Elder Treaty, ceding land for peace, per U.S. treaty records. By 1900, 500 Northwestern Shoshone remain, confined to small reserves, per census data. Their language and songs endure, a defiance of oblivion, per 2020 tribal archives. The Bear River site, now a National Historic Landmark, whispers of loss, its willows standing sentinel. 162 years ago, 1863's Bear River Massacre was a cry stifled in snow. 300 lives lost, a valley's peace shattered. From bear hunters' stand to Sagwitch's survival, it's a Native American elegy, woven in grief, courage, and the land's unyielding spirit, etched in oral tales and the river's quiet flow.